What's going on, everyone out there on YouTube? NES Ruler, and welcome to a brand new review. And this time around, we'll be checking out a film that was sent to me review by Arrow Films, and you can pick this up on Blu-ray at all your favorite online retailers. It is a film from the year 1989, starring the legendary Anthony Perkins, titled Edge of Sanity. So this movie, watching it, it's not the greatest film, to be completely honest with you, but it has such amazing production design and production value, and a really interesting character with some really deep and interesting past sexual frustration that just oozes throughout the film. And that's why I feel like this movie is kind of interesting. Anthony Perkins' character, who it's basically just a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde meets the Jack the Ripper kind of story, but he is a very sexually frustrated character, and his this event that happened to him when he was a kid, basically he saw his dad messing around with the prostitute, and he was in the rafters of this barn, you know, being a voyeuristic, watching his dad have sex with this prostitute, basically, and it kind of messed him up, and his thought and relationship towards women definitely are affected when he becomes, you know, Mr. Hyde. You definitely see that past experience oozes into this other persona of his that it's really interesting. And like I said, this movie is really beautiful. The cinematography is really well done, and the production value is really high notch. Watching this, I was thinking, man, this movie shouldn't look this good for the kind of film that it is. It's kind of sleazy. The director of this movie, you know, he made some pornos and stuff before he ended up making this movie. I think he made a couple other films afterwards, but like I said, he comes from a adult film background. You definitely see that in this movie. It's very sleazy, a lot of nudity and things like that. It's not the goriest movie, but you know me, I love sexually frustrated characters. If you listen to my past experiences on the 22 Shots of Moods and Horror podcast, you'll hear me talk about the male gaze quite often, and that voyeuristic tendency that the camera is in the perspective of a male audience member, and you know, we just watch our main character through their eyes, watching women and being a voyeuristic, having voyeuristic tendencies and things like that. And this movie definitely just screams that throughout the entire film. And there's definitely he's a very, I think his sexual orientation in this movie is definitely questioned as well. You know, there's definitely scenes in this film where, you know, you question Anthony Perkins, you know, if he's straight or is he gay. You definitely see that throughout the film, because there's a lot of scenes where another male character is watching him mess around with a prostitute, and you can tell that that excites Anthony Perkins' character. It's really interesting. But like I said, besides that, I found the film quite rather boring. I found the hidden meaning in this movie way more interesting than the actual film itself. But I still think if you like, you know, frustrated characters and things like that, you'll definitely enjoy this movie, or at least like it enough to watch it once. But if you're not really into that stuff, you're probably not going to enjoy it that much. It's just your basic Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde tale, with a little bit of a late 80s twist made by a director who loves adult films. So the transfer on this is quite good. This is a new restoration, a new 2K restoration from a 4K scan with a negative, so it looks quite good. Like I said, it's a very beautiful film, so I'm happy that the transfer at least looks, you know, well done. You have the original uncompressed stereo audio, so it's not like some amazing audio track. It's just your typical 2.0 track. It sounds pretty good, and got some new features on these. Got an auto commentary by writer David Flint and author filmmaker Sean Hogan. interview with the producer, a brand new interview with Stephen Tower, who is an author of Nightmare USA, which I guess is a book about Jekyll and Hyde and things like that. And then you got another brand new interview with Dr. Claire Smith, an author of Jack the Ripper in Film and Culture. And you got an interview with the director talking about his career and how this film came to be. So not too many new features from people who were, associated with the film, but a lot of new features about people talking about the history of the movie and things like that. So the package, you got your typical standard Arrow package. You have your disc, your reversible cover art with the original cover art, and you have your booklet. It's not the thickest booklet, it's only 15 pages this time around, but it still has an interesting essay about the film, talking about more about what I've been talking about with the sexually frustrated Anthony Perkins character and things like that. So it's definitely an interesting film. I don't see myself going back to it, but if I watched this when I was in film school, it's definitely a essay-worthy written film. Like I said, not because it's good, but because it's just a lot going on with our main character. So that is my review of Edge of Sanity. Like I said, you can pick this up from Arrow on Blu-ray at all your favorite online retailers. So thank you everybody for watching. If you guys like this review, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/NESRuler22. Hope everybody has had a good start to their summer. And we shall talk to you guys soon. See you guys.